Hello and welcome back. What the? Why is iBots just dropping out of the air? Whatever. We have Nick with us somewhere. Nick. He can't wear armor as far as I remember. We can try giving him some. We'll give him a 7th chest piece. And oh, hello, Sentinel.
Hey.
Go ahead.
No, you can't equip it. So that's fine. Now, so let's first head to Diamond City and pick up some of the quests specifically for Nick. Like the Valentine's Detective Agency stuff. I've also realised while I was off camera, I want to get to the Institute before I take on the DLC. Because I like to be allied with all 4 factions. So I can decide what I do there. But yeah. Anyway, it's Valentine's Detective Agency. Case files.
There we go.
Battles are won with fists. Wars with wits.
Obtain the key. Don't think Nick likes us stealing either, so I'll have to try and persuade Secretary to give it to us.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. Nikki's good people. Ah, you know what I mean.
Yes, Nicky is good people. Sentinel, just wait right there. I'll be right back down. I wonder if the Sentinel gets a Tesla. Because it certainly got the fucking highlight living targets. For me, when I put it on him. But it seems to have faded since then. How do I see what time it is? 7 AM. Let's just sit in our chair for an hour.
No funny business around the mayor.
Ow.
Got it?
Sentinel, we don't jump on my head.
Officer?
If you're hungry, you can grab a quick bite of power noodles. Just talk to the robot.
This is a load screen. Oh! Hi. Maybe I shouldn't use the load screen. Maybe I should just went downstairs and used the chair there.
Not to be rude, but I'm a bit busy here.
Head on inside.
Yes. So find a chair, wait another hour. I don't think I've ever seen a leather helmet. Now I'm thinking about it, I've never seen a leather helmet.
You keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
Read the public and be prepared.
Hiya. Bye. Thanks, like, you bastard. There you are.
Enjoy your new home.
Geneva.
You have your permit. Anything else? This office can't help you. We're really busy right now. Excuse me.
Okay. You cannot obtain the key to Earl Sterling's house. I thought you could just talk to her and get it. There'll be somebody down the institute is like, who the fuck's shooting over crows?
All about it. An outsider's perspective on Diamond City. Are we still
The
the
Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your prescriptions.
Everything know where Earl Sterling
You
lives.
keep that synth freak at arm's length. You understand me?
You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
Yep.
Well, hey there. Long time. How you holding up?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's hard without Gwen, but it gets easier every day.
Yeah, that's real good to hear. Well, I just wanted to check in. You ever need anything, stop by the office.
Sure, you got it. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, so this woman was saying, keep that simp at arm's length. Keep him away from me. And then as soon as she sees fucking Nick, he's like, oh, hi, Nick.
Talk to John at the Super Salon.
Yeah, can you just walk on, please, mate? Walk on.
Yes.
Anyone asks, just say you lost your key. I'll start in here. Why don't you check out the living room? Must be some hint where that boy ran off to. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snap somewhere between 0 and none. Just think about it. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender. Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares enough that some weird behavior wouldn't make anyone bat an eyelash. Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points in the last person you'd ever suspect category. But why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely get you a drink by closing on a busy night. So where's that leave us? No known enemies. Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so likely not raiders or mutants. No, this all screams accident.
There it is.
A receipt from the Mega Surgery Center, huh? I wonder what the good doctors have to say about that.
Yeah, Nick doesn't like you picking owned locks. But I didn't really have much of a choice here. He does like you getting into power armor for whatever reason.
Doctor?
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
About the receipt.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
How's it going?
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
And then we can just get in without it pissing off Nick.
Earl, you've really been a handful, you know.
Doctor.
Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
Take it easy, Doc. Let's talk. About Earl.
I didn't mean to do it. You have to believe me. Doc Crocker is a brilliant surgeon. No one dies under his care. No one dies. They just walk away happy. Happy with my work. Happy with their new face. Not screaming. Not bleeding out onto the floor. Earl, he just didn't want to be happy. That must have been it.
And peacefully.
You made a mistake. But you can still do the right thing, Doctor. Just think this through.
Drop the weapon, Doc. Haven't enough people suffered today?
You're right. There's one thing I can do. Only one thing is going to make this all better. I can fix anything.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker?
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. I found out, and then he killed himself. Guess he couldn't handle the guilt.
Dr. Crocker killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Of course it's not my fault. That moron and his damn appearance over practice mentality. Now 2 lives have been lost. It's disgraceful. I better report all this to security. Get out of here. It's going to take a long time to clean this place of biohazards.
There we go. We got some points from
Can't
Nick.
blame ourselves. That man decided to die.
Yeah, you got points with Nick because we ended it as peacefully as we could. Next case.
I guess we ought to give her the news.
Miss Perkins.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
Right, Marty Bullfinch.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one, Shem Droud. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Okay, let's go to the Gilded Grasshopper. I know roughly what to do for this one. Just good neighbor. That should take us near enough to Faneuil Hall. In fact, it'll just be just round the corner and basically turn right as you come out the bookstore. There it is. Right in front of me. In fact, there's the statue right up there.
Clear.
Nick! These are the super mutants. I feel bad for the mediocre ones. Oh, I love that, Nick. Suicide was the main concern. Ooh. I'm wondering if I should just respec from big guns into automatics or something. Because I got all this ammo I have nothing to do with, so I can always just dump it into Nick with an automatic. Or like a companion, just give them. Yeah, a good companion's good with automatics, just give them a fuck ton of ammo. It wasn't the fucking enemy, it was my sentinel. Go away. Ooh, that is a really nice for like early game. Just getting a huge damage resistance boost like that is, of course, at this point it's like not really needed, but I'm in full heavy combat armor. The only thing that's going to protect me more than this, it would be if I specifically knew I was going into a physical combat and took robot armor, or if I specifically knew I was going to energy combat and took synth armor. So 5, 6, and 8. We've never really used my Western revolver much, have I? Probably because the 44 ammo is just so uncommon that I just can't be arsed with it. But we may as well give it a little bit of a go. Oh, shot it! Okay, that was not my bad aim, more that I just misunderstood what was his head. That was me. You just... Right, got you this time. Good.
Don't underestimate us, man.
Let's get some rat away. Got 190 odd stim packs, that's not too bad. Considering I can occasionally craft them up.
We are unstoppable!
Okay.
Playing hide and seek.
Target down.
I'm sure Nick and Sentinel here. I must be part supermutant because they're crying the same things I do.
Won't be bothering anybody now.
The same with this, is I just don't get enough ammo for it. Whereas this, I get fuck tons for, so I just tend to resort to it. Which is why I like to be able to chamber things in different... Where is it? You should pick a grenade cluster here. Alright, you're unstoppable. That dog was your brother.
Ambush. Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
I know I think of my dog as my little boy, but brother is a new one on me. Yeah, I got the revolver outfitted for long range combat. Now, where's my grenades? Ah, there it is. Thank you.
Not that it's an option.
Going up. Third floor.
Surprise contact. Engage.
Just when I thought we were getting along.
I should really stop using food now. To get my inventory weight back from the food. Yeah, I just shot that thing in the ass with a 44 and it died, so... hey ho. What's up, Seville? You want to cuddle up to daddy? He's a good boy. Look on which I bet I may as well eat some of the food I got.
Nice.
So much knowledge was lost when the bombs hit. Good to see someone trying to bring it back.
Now let's go get this sword. Is it a revolutionary sword? No, it's a Chinese sword.
There we go.
Shemdrow made it May 25th, 1742. To my brethren and fellow grasshoppers, fell in the year 1753, 1755, November the 13th, early in the morning, by a great earthquake by my old master above. Again, like to have met with utter ruin by fire, by hopping timely from my public station, came of the broken bones and much bruised, cured and fixed. Old master's son Thomas drowned June the 28th, 1768, and though I will promise to discharge my office, yet I shall vary as ye wind. On the banks of the Charles, where forever rests Master Shem, there one can find a life's worth. Okay, let's just get down. Holy hell, Sentinel. No. The banks of the Charles. Somewhere about here, because that's the Charles River, if I remember rightly. Ah, no, it's off to the right. Okay. What's behind the house? Sort of thing. Because that was a small graveyard.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
That's all the way up there in that fucking train. No point in me worrying about it.
Step into the open and identify yourself.
We have a situation.
That's a fair ghoul rush there. Which is honestly why I had that all readied out. Well, that one. Wrong grave.
So, Shem drowned.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a revolutionary sword.
And had himself buried with all his treasure. Guess some people just can't let go.
Fear not, for Devil's Iron though Devil's Iron makes this blade, only he who wields it can make it wicked. And we'll just take his skull while we're at it. Where's this modern guide for the CR74L? Ah, there it is. Alright, so that would help Nick if I don't have anything else to do. But we'll see if we can exhaust his case files first. Oh, my jeans are soaked like, man, because the rain just suddenly pushed down as well. I was out walking the dog, so. And it was coming from behind me.
Kid. Ain't no such thing, I told them.
Do all you outsiders wear such funny clothes?
Yes. The questions children ask you, man. There should be our third case file. Now I can get Strong ready to go, but Strong doesn't give a fuck about you stealing or whatever. He just cares about you killing big things. Although he might be disappointed he didn't kill the person to take it. He'd be like, you not kill him to take. You're supposed to kill to take.
Yeah, it's true. I got shot in the ass last year. Long story.
Mate, I've shot enough people in the ass. I am not going to ask. We could also use another farm for the settlements, just as a way to get more stuff. Free your mind, yes. As another place to get more food and whatever. So let's just do this one. It'll get Nikki as well.
Hey there.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay, I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy, you new to the Commonwealth?
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
What do you need to start up a farm?
Well, my father would have told you it's the 3 L's. Land, labor, and love. You gotta have land to work, you gotta put in a full day's labor, and you gotta love what you do. Anyone who doesn't ain't gonna last long. Word of advice, though. If you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
What about the Minutemen? If you join up, we can all help each other against the raiders.
You don't say. I thought the Minutemen were all gone. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. So you can understand why I'm glad to hear the Minutemen are back. Although, a bit too late for my Mary.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
Yeah, it can be a real, monstrous world.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
There you go, 2 likes from Nick already.
Don't worry. I'll get that locket back for you.
Free.
Good. Connie feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
Hey.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, there's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Yeah, come on.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
It sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. Now, with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah, that's the first part of the next relationship dialogue. So even with that one dislike at the start, because I picked a lock that wasn't mine, he still doesn't hate me. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking bloat flies? It should be illegal while I'm still loading in.
Good.
We have a situation.
Just when I thought we were getting along.
Fucking raiders?
We'll be taking that.
Oh yes, I've already killed, have I? Have I killed, what's her face down here?
Somebody went to a lot of effort to
I think I came up here with the robot and shot at the outside, but I didn't go inside. Not Nick. I'm talking about the robot, as in the one the just down there. Big what you call him? Big bastard, the rubber robot. 3 wheels. We'll find it when I get down here. No, I haven't been down here because I would have disabled this laser tripwire. What is it? Oh, that's where it connects to. Tesla. I have never once fallen for that, so I never needed to.
You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word. What was that?
Yeah, Nick likes it when you hack terminals, if I remember rightly. Bot, her, no, the O's in common. Bot, her, nothing in common. Okay. B, there, bot, her, nothing in common. Access, 1 letter in common, the S. Okay. Okay, it's not that one. Need to find our reset. There's a 1. Is that a reset? No. So bother, access, and choose. Right, there's my reset. Let's just find all the dodge removals now. There's not a lot of shit in this one, is there? Right, bot her, bot her. Right, that's the first one we've got. There's not actually. Access, nothing in common. Bot her, access, 1 in common, and then choose.
There we go.
There we go.
Got away with machines. Now, what's this? Arms over here. I don't think we're alone.
Yeah, because I came here originally at low level. I think they're all just low level.
Not that it's an option.
And now I've came here with high-powered weaponry.
What the fuck was that?
It was me killing your mates. Akak, that's the name of the woman here.
Someone's left in you. You're getting wasted. That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
Yeah, Akak's a good source of a minigun at the start of the game. Like before you even get to Concord, you can come here, kill Akak, and get a guaranteed minigun. Now, what would Preston say if you turned up in Concord with a minigun and a suit of power armor? Which, by the way, you can get from just down the road from here. So you get the power armor and the minigun, and you turn up and you'd be like...
Sensor alert. Weapons hot.
They won't be bothering anybody now.
And you get a bunch of rad road meats, which you can... Oh! Use to make food for early game, which I don't need. It's going to come out between his legs, by the way. Just watch from between his legs. Can you tell I've encountered this so many times? I just don't even think about it now. There you go, Nick.
collecting dust.
Now, where's this teddy bear? There's a special teddy bear in this room. There he is! Sergeant Teddy Bear with a cigarette and a helmet.
So, this is what 2 centuries without a good dusting looks like.
This is mostly just environmental storytelling, and the rest of the stuff here. Which I enjoy is the environmental storytelling, where there's no quest for it, you don't really have anything like that. You just learn about the history of the world.
Hell yeah.
Through the things you find in the world. Right, so...
Nice.
You must want to protect something awful precious.
That's a ring. Because the ring is my precious. My precious.
Talk about collecting dust.
Right, okay. Yeah, Deliverer is a powerful pistol. Even without the upgrades, it's powerful. I still gotta go see the alien. We haven't done the alien yet. I don't know how I've managed to get this far in without doing the alien.
Someone was expecting trouble.
The alien has landed. I just haven't been to see him yet. Fuck it, why don't we go kill him now? We're gonna get the alien blaster, the proper alien blaster, not the slicer we've got just now. Oh, we want the actual fucking blaster.
I've got that locket back for you.
You serious? That's great news. Connie's gonna be speechless. Whatever the Minutemen need, you can count on us. We got a decent workshop here, and Connie's sure to go leaner on her prices after what you've done.
Right, we don't need that. One more point into that would be nice, and one more point into that would be nice. Because the steady aim for hipfire accuracy would be awesome. Because I do hipfire a bit. Demolition expert would be nice. Because I do use grenades. I'd like robotics expert before I start the Automatron DLC. That'd be nice. But only one level of it. Because I don't use rifles. What to take? Oh, cap collector. That is a good ability. So is that a critical banker? More strength would mean more carry capacity as well, but cap collector will do. That means I can build better shops at my settlements. There's some oil. There should be more oil upstairs. And it has gears here. Yeah, we're destroying your toilet. Put some stuff in. Oh, hang on. No, it's not adjustable.
What? Let me do this.
That's what you want.
Scanners detect sentient life.
Sorry. Should have just run.
Anything useful?
Are we done with all the bullshittery? Yeah, where the fuck did they come from? I see them running around up there a minute ago and then suddenly they're down here. Oh well. Right, so first let's assign somebody up there. You can go to this tower.
You just ate, you bottomless pit. You're not getting more food. Yes, well, I don't care how cute you are. It's not happening. Go on. Shoot. See if I can find something that would give me gears. That is. Watches give you gears. I mean, you wouldn't know the gears a watch could be used to make a turret, but apparently they can. We now have 14 defense, so it's got enough to cover itself. So that should reduce its chance of being attacked by raiders. Until I can get help sent over.
Let's try and get into the treasure of Jamaica Plains. I don't know how it'll sit with Nick, but we could do it and he'll probably like it. In fact, we may as well eat some of that food we've got on us.
What's that?
A gunner. Sturdy combat.
That's it.
What we eat this time? We've actually run our food down. Good.
Someone was expecting
We better use this because it's ghouls, and this is much better for taking out ghouls than the. Oh hi, radiation.
What's that?
Open fire!
How come you always move despite being blinded by my headshot? Yeah, blinded by my headshot, but can still somehow dodge every time I shoot at them. Sounds legit. I have a personal dislike of mechanics like that. Anyway, we're going to a ghoul-infested city, and there's a settlement here as well, so clearing that out would be useful.
Yes.
Hey, make a plane.
Hi.
Stay sharp. A lot of raiders end up here looking for that lost treasure.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Area of operation.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Something out there.
Hostile down.
Coming. Sorry, don't be chewing on us.
Any more girls?
chasing behind you. Hello.
Oh, someone should make you, sir. I don't think we're alone. Me to the death. Damn.
Right, watching this, Nicky, I'm going to hack this thing easily. I said that. Engulf it. Okay. E there. Engulf it. Nothing in common. 2 in common with the past keys though. Engulf it. Pass keys. Nothing in common. Engulf it, nothing in common. Pass keys, only 1 in common. Engulf it, nothing in common. Good. Pass keys, 2 in common. Okay, it could be that.
I'm through.
We're through.
Bomb could go off in this place and no one would be the one.
Got it. Sweet.
Oh, there's robots down here, so I'm better off my energy pistol. It's a card swiper, but there's no cards.
Probably
Okay.
not worth taking the stealth.
Sweet.
There we go. Now
Nice.
open 44 rounds. And I stuck those 44.
Welcome to the Treasures of Jamaica Plain. The security system is active. Please present your identification.
My identification is I don't give a fuck. I'm disarming all of this. Speaking of which, quick save just in case one of the bots companions fuck me over. But it's more fun to do it this way to get all the components.
Do you think they wanted to make sure nobody got through here? What if the like 12,000 laser tripwires? You little bastard! I thought that was this! I happened to just trip one by accident. What was that? You just need to sneak to get through.
We have a situation.
Okay, what's going on there? I have been through here before, if I ever once triggered any of them. What's going on? Why are they triggering? What is triggering them? Why? What have I done? I haven't triggered any of them. Why did they suddenly just keep activating? This is annoying as shit. Why are they activating? What is activating them? I haven't triggered a single one of them, so what is activating them? I know it's more than possible to get through there without doing that. Is it the light? What causes it? It just makes sense. Just fucking makes sense here. What is causing that? Are you walking into them somehow? making those noises, you pain in the ass? Is Nick teleporting forward? Is Nick fucking teleporting right forward? Okay. Nick! You motherfucker! You keep walking round into the defences, don't you? You've been walking round here, right into the defences and causing them all to trip. Haven't you? Haven't you? You fucking motherfucker, Nick. You've been walking around and walking right into the defences, triggering every last one of them. Why will you not stop doing this? Nick! Where are you? Nick? Nick?
Hey, over here.
Get your ass over here where I can see you and just wait.
Wait there. Hold position.
I'll stay put.
You better not start as well. True, I normally never do this with companions, so...
Engaging hostile.
Why are you triggering? Just make it obvious what is causing you to trigger. There is no obvious reason for you to trigger. But you! As well! Standby mode.
Sir?
Jesus Christ, do I have to disable all companions to get through here? I have been through here without an issue. Disabling every last one of these, so there has got to be some outside factors doing this. Like fucking companions, just constantly walking up and tripping over fucking... What is it? Explain what is going on, you stupid game! There is no way. It can't just say I'm automatically detecting you, because I've been down there and I have disabled every last one of them.
Threat redetected. Engaging. Target down. Sir?
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
Hey.
I'm listening.
Come on.
Done and done.
Right. Oh god. That annoys the living shit out of me. I've done this before without an issue, and now suddenly it's, oh, you can't enter here. Welcomed. That sounds dirty. Well, okay. Welcome. Okay. Welcomed. Okay, nothing in common.
Yes.
Don't usually build security like this to protect a broom closet.
That's last in hand. Find something that has 2 in common with hand. That's last. Okay.
Sweet.
Hacking attempt detected. Please remain where you are. Security personnel will be with you shortly.
I was kind of hoping the personality change would stop it from fucking being a pain in the arse.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is the treasures of Jamaica Plain. It's like a time capsule.
The former citizens of Jamaica Plain and I have very different definitions of treasure.
We should head over to the Nakano residence when we can. Find out what their case is about.
In due time, Nikki, in due time. I have been down that tunnel before and I have disabled every last one of them. There must be something that's causing it to trigger.
Nice.
Watching a conductor at the orchestra.
Alright, so Jamaica Plain should be done and dusted, and I should be able to activate the workshop. Oh. That should be that dealt with then.
That's 2 settlements for me to fix up off camera. Is that Radstag swimming through the land? Time to put away some stuff. I'll be pissed if they've been eating my fucking Nuka-Colas. Yeah, I've also got Great Tours Marina to do as well, so forgot about that. Well, maybe I could just go over to Good Neighbor and get the memory den done.
Good Neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Yes? Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I say.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're in the railroad. What's this all about?
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari. But you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad?
Yes.
Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Well, you've operated in dead brain people before.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. but there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Perfect.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah. These rehashes from Fallout 3. Except they're used from memories now. Instead of the Tranquility Alley.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Yeah.
Demonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Just open the fucking path. Right, let's go. Go, 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 go.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Blah 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 blah. Keller was a little boy abused by his father. Blah 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 blah. Oh, I know his daddy fucked his butt every day. That's an excuse to be an arsehole.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Oh no, Kellogg found a wife and he got her killed from his own stupidity.
This was gonna end, Kellogg?
Blah blah blah, he killed his own wife because he was stupid.
I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down? Suit yourself.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Blah blah blah, he's had such a hard life, the poor little boy. All self-induced really. Apart from the father.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
And that's where he met the
We're
Institute.
running out of brain here.
Became cyborg.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Yeah, this is how he stole Sean.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Blah de blah de blah blah blah. Here we go, finally.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
X66.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
And the big reveal. They use teleportation magic.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
And X6 is a future companion.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I've got the access. Wait, the exit.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe.
Yeah, I got a suit of power
By the
armor.
way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Right, so let's get going to the DLC. After talking to Kellogg.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
What did you say?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Yeah, because the DLC is perfect for Nick. Because he is central to it. So getting Nick's companion level up would be awesome in this DLC. You know, I finally get around to doing the Automatron DLC and I get the robotic followers. I'll build myself a robotic follower for after I've done all the companions. Side quests. There'll be ghouls up here, which is why I'm using... once you get there, if you're in the Institute, yeah, it's a really easy to go through that because the Sims don't attack you. Once you're in an Institute, Sims stop attacking you. One right there actually, but it's outside the range of this pistol. Bet you could do it with this one.
I don't think we're alone.
Another glorious day in the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
Who's ready to have their ass kicked?
Detection system must be on the fritz. What's that? Not exactly settled, pal.
I'm not exactly worried about the ammo.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Walk away.
I got a lot of 45 ammo, so I don't mind using it up. And like I said, the pistol is now rigged for long range, which is what that battle was. We're off to the DLC point. Look out, here we come. Far Harbor, here we come. This is totally not point. Look out, Mark II. This is totally Far Harbor, totally different.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone...
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner here?
You have to get to work right away, Detective.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back. Searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry things ended sour.
We got out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
We're here to help. Tell us what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No. She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something.
Unless you thought you were
I
being
know
put
my
in.
daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
No money.
Do you have any idea where she could have gone?
We know she took one of the boats, but that's all. She could be anywhere.
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone
Because they are no
tricked her,
protective father.
got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Awful bossy bastard.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Nothing else right now.
This is where Sentinel's useful because he has a portable light.
Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light.
Like this is
I swear,
Kasumi's
sometimes
room.
I think my parents break these
See if
things
she left any
just to
clues
keep me
about
busy.
where she went.
Project log? Radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
You're okay.
So Kasumi was spending time in her grandfather's old boathouse? Huh. Sounds like we know where we're heading next.
Yeah, we found that out from the mother already, but hey ho. That's the way you do it without the speech check. And at a point of note, Kenji is hiding some stuff over here. But you can't get until you finish the quest. Or at least find Kasumi and get her back home. Which is pretty much finishing the DLC. Because you can find her pretty early on, but she doesn't want to come home until you resolve the issues that are there. Yeah, picture where the key is. What could that mean? What could that mean? Picture where the key is. I have no idea in any way, shape or form what picture where the key is could mean. I'm going to pick that lock. Picture this, mate. I'm picturing your lock.
That's it.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind. Where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and
Listen to that
I've been having
holotape.
strange dreams.
Be a clue.
I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Maybe your daughter is just confused. Having an identity crisis.
Oh, God. Does she even think we're still her parents?
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system. A final gift from my father. And it's built for distance.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know it'll be hard waiting for word, but try to carry on like normal. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
Yeah, at this point you can choose allies for the Sims. The Brotherhood will want to wipe them out, the Institute wants to recover them, and the Railroad will want you to just make contact with them. I will be going with the Institute eventually. Like, I will eventually just join the Institute, and the Institute will be my path. But I won't be handing these Sims over to the Institute. Because gamer in me says, oh, there's shops there, I can sell things to. But as a natural thought for me personally, it's joining the Institute doesn't make me a person. It doesn't automatically make you an asshole. So yeah, I still join the Institute and save the Sims. So from my point of view, I'm joining the Institute to save the Sims. Once you get there by boat once, you can just fast travel back and forward. You don't need the boat after that. Yeah, you can't leave the boat once you're on it. Wee, bye, Nick! You can swim, can't you? Now, if I remember rightly, the reason you can never travel far by boat in Fallout is there's just minefields everywhere after you get out beyond the coast. Which is why you can only really do travel up and down the coast like this. You can't actually go to another country. Now, Fallout London Edition or Fallout UK Edition would be awesome. Just have the entire UK as a map. Fallout Scottish Edition, that would be an experience. You get to fucking Scotland and post the Fallout and every fucking cunt's raided the stores. There are fucking cans I am brew everywhere.
Put the damn gun down.
Nick! You got caught. Ah! Hi! Sentinel! Sentinel! Calm down, Sentinel! Sentinel! He's putting the gun down. Just you stay there.
Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around
Do
here.
your business and get gone. We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Damn it. Mariners incoming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hall never lets us down. Now follow me! Dude, might not be able to rescue you in time.
Come on.
Avery.
Your help won't be forgotten.
Man the hall! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone.
People.
The gate. Open the gate. I've got wounded out here.
Mariner, there's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Fuck it. We're going to do it.
Oh God! Defend yourselves!
Fucking rad roach while in the middle of shooting gulpers.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. Clear.
Anything useful?
We made it. I can't believe it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your help.
Appreciate the help, Mainlander. We're all still in one piece. Can't hardly believe it. Avery and the others were just doing their jobs, but you ain't one of us. We owe you, and Harbormen paid their debts. Here.
Okay.
What were you doing out there?
Scrapping. Picking over the old ruins. Avery wanted more rebar to shore up the hull. More wire for the condensers. We put our necks on the line for this town. And what do? They shut us out. Leave us to die. Damn them. Damn this fog. Damn this whole island. I'm heading back to the mainland. Far Harbor can fend for itself.
Captain.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
Hey there.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's trade.
Happily.
Let's see, you got... There's a meat hook, that's a new weapon. I'm looking for the new heavy harpoon gun. There it is. It takes harpoons, which, yeah. And then the lever action rifle, which is pretty decent if you use rifles. And there's recon armor. You get a full set of it from a quest, so. But this one's got the agility and perception on it, so. Hell. I'm pretty sure that's it. You don't have to buy it, you just get it as you go. Now here's the medical check. My medicine should be high enough to do this.
Excuse me.
You another vulture circling over Andre's body? He ain't dead. Wait. No. It's a mainlander. Well, welcome to my little clinic. If you need doctoring, speak up. I wish I had time for some proper conversation, but my work's never done.
Who's Andre?
Poor Andre is my patient over there. He spent too long a spell in the fall. You may think you know your mainland radiation poisoning, but we got our own special brand here.
I know a few things about medicine. Can I try to help him?
You say, what? You? Help? Well, poor Andre's got it bad. Good as dead. Well, I suppose there's no harm letting you have a poke, but I'll be watching you.
Let's take a look.
Intelligence 8 plus or Medic 2 required to heal him. I have Medic 2. And I should have Intelligence 8 or plus.
Well, I'll be. I think you may have done it. I'll keep looking after Andre. But I think thanks to you, he's got a fighting chance.
That's one of the few chances you get to heal him, because as soon as you leave town, he's dead when you come back.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Alan.
Huh. The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the children of Adam or worse get you.
I'll take a look.
Let's deal.
There we go. There's the unique one. I don't like that legendary mod. Does double damage if targets at full health. It's only the first shot that helps for, and then that's it. Everything else is crap. Whereas a double tap will just permanently raise Oh god, he's got Manuel rifles as well. Radium rifles, and the fish catcher, which is a unique meat hook. Yeah, double tap permanently doubles your damage.
All your medical and food needs.
That one just doubles your damage for the first shot, and that's it.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the national... Anyway,
Oops.
He made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Yeah,
Hard times.
once you help them out a bit, another quest chain comes out.
Food, stim packs, fully stocked.
That might be still alive? Or is it just the bubbling makes it move?
I think...
Oh.
Hey.
Go on. You got time to talk now?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, no. Nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figured there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. Gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, anything you want to know?
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, and I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world. Such people in it.
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. I scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. I don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
Tried to go back and say thanks, once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. You should probably head out.
There's two things you can glean from that. One, they should have had a side mission where you go find this town and then you find the raiders have wiped it out and then you wipe out those fucking raiders. That would be an excellent side mission for Nicky. Two, you can gather from this that you're possibly like Nick. A synth with memories from someone before the war. Like, you could easily believe your main character is actually a synth with the memories of the husband implanted in him, and that the synth of Nicaria actually challenges you to think about this, which is kind of cool. It challenges you with the possibility this is true.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
Yeah. I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad, X, and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or three. Worse than Myra lurks out there.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me,
Yeah. Longfellow here is another companion. There's a fuck ton of companions in Fallout 4. Each of the DLC has a companion associated with them too.
Let's head out of town. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike.
A does for Automatron.
Mainlander like you stands no chance against
it'll help.
Longfellow is for here.
Old Mountain Trail is where we're.
And Porter Gauge is for
like nothing
Midworld.
you'll see in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Something out there.
What was that? We ain't alone.
Yeah, there's trapper armor as well. She's just like upgraded radar armor.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... There's... Look out! You're dead! Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with.
There's some wild dogs. Oh shit, that's not what I asked for. In fact, that may actually be fun.
We ain't no... You like them puppies? We grow everything extra mean on that. Still got a ways to go.
There's Astapor Bloom as well, what we need for one of the synth quests. The quest in the synth refuge.
Hear that? Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear. But you never know.
Yeah, fog crawlers are like one of the toughest enemies in this DLC. But even at that, at our current level and stats, we would be fine
I was
against
a
them.
young lad, no higher than your knee. Whole island was covered in fog.
Ghouls.
The fog eventually rolled back. People
There's
were
Mirelocks
settled,
next.
but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Yeah, Mirelocks are there and it's ghouls afterwards.
was that?
Oh shit. That hit hard. I couldn't tell what one I was aiming at there, or rather I couldn't tell which one was legendary.
So don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with. Take 'em all. You like them puppies? We grow everything extra. Still got a ways to go. Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Lest we steer clear. But you never know.
I'll use the plasma pistol for this. Can you encounter that crawler? I am just wondering, can you actually forcibly encounter that crawler? If you didn't have Goodfellow with you, would you accidentally encounter the crawler?
Was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled. But they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Right, legendary gulper, pain in the ass. Remember to shoot it in the face and kill it instantly.
What was that?
Detection system must be on the fritz.
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh
You
water.
building a collection or
Small
something?
gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many
Gills.
of them. Fresh.
That happens a lot around me, mate. Yeah, the ghouls are here at this truck. Must have been a leftover gulper there that I missed the first time round.
It's you or me, and it ain't gonna be me.
Huh? That is. Yeah, that legendary gulper hit like a fucking truck. Oh, dear lord.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Yeah, he
Do
hates
not
them.
sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you? Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it. But I would be mindful where you step. After all, you are in Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move. Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Children of Atom very much. I, however, am fine with the Children of Atom. I have a live and let live policy. As long as they're not actively trying to kill me, I'm not actively trying to kill them.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
First Nicky, and then you.
Fighting any kind of robot, but that goes double for sense.
He's actually pretty good to have around to do the quest for what's her face down here. Any quest that involve helping out Far Harbor is good for him. Whereas the quest for this will help Nicky a lot, because especially if you meet this guy, Nick's brother, over here. Hello, Nicky's brother.
When I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors,
I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
So this is where they ask you, do you think you're really a synth who was given the memories of this man 200 years after he got put into the cryo facility?
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you.
He's way...
But the cost... I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are? Avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, that's it.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Hi. So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Likely trappers, cause they're there.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Let's find the shop and Chase. Chase is a cursor.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible. But thankfully, she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
You know what's funny about Chase here? Is she looks quite like Nora.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, she has quite a bit of Nora's facial features to her.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Alright, yeah, so we'll do these quests. I'm going to go see Kasumi. Kasumi! 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 She's not here, sure.
Katie's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Nikki, be quiet, Nikki.
Got it.
Yeah, this is used later in the main quest of DLC.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Step aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
If you're sure. Good luck. Once you have something, let me know.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
So we're not going to do any of that just yet. Yeah, so like I was saying, that Chase does look a lot like Nora's default facial settings. So I even kind of wonder if you changed Nora's facial settings in the character generation before you pick your character, while Chase's face changed to suit.
Excuse me.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Hey, Kasumi said she needed the key to the storage room downstairs. Can I borrow it?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you could, but I don't. Should never have agreed to help Faraday move all that equipment in the observatory. Like there could be anything I'm carrying that's going to damage Dima's computers. I was shoving things around in that upper floor that circles the wall of the telescope room, if that helps.
Ready.
Need something?
Yeah, barter.
I'll take a look, sure.
You never know. I might actually have something useful.
That's where that perk from Piper comes in useful. All these speech checks. Right. Did you have any? No. Oh, you have a legendary Recon Marine Armor chest piece, which is actually better than my current armor for damage resistance. But how much does it fucking cost? Yeah, 15 grand. I don't have that much. I could just about buy it, and that would be me.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Can't you just point out Nick behind you?
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble. You want to buy something or what?
Yes.
Let's see what you have.
It's not much, but it's the best I can do.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Double tap right there. So this is a lever action rifle that has double tap on it. For a meager 1,000 caps, a double tap fucking lever action rifle is just a godsend. And that's a flamer. Yeah.
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday, once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose, but honestly, it does get a bit boring.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Yeah, should introduce you to Kate sometimes. She'll give you all the excitement you want.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but it means there's hope, right?
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so lost, so scared. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, that she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am, for all it's worth.
You're lucky to have found a place in the world.
Yeah, I guess. This just wasn't where I thought I'd end up. Any of it. I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Yeah, a lick of pain, a couple 100 years of cleaning and dusting, and you'll have somewhere livable. There's some quests scattered about here, so I gotta find them.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'm here, and I'm safe. And I'm never leaving. I'll see you around, okay?
Ah, here she is. Jill's memory's a bit fried, so there's a quest involving that.
New guy, right?
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
What do you mean, mind wipe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind so the Institute can't find you. Only somebody screwed mine up.
So here I am. Now just, please, leave me alone.
I thought you could get a quest offer. No, but maybe you can later. And Asta Corp. That's what we need for Asta here.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that... I don't know. That abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. Dima's to be thanked for that.
Hey there.
Can I help you?
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before... well, before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke? I'm not...
Sure.
Oh, I thought it was different kind of thing.
Something or what?
I thought it was supposed to be like a chat line. As well, fuck it, I'll try it. Right, since it's almost time to end the stream, I'm just going to go to Longfellow's cabin and set that up ready for getting... Yeah, that's where we need to go for the tapes. Memory tapes. Way out here is for the tools. That is a question in there. It's good for Nick actually, because that is an investigation. I think it's a detective investigation there, so it'll probably be good for Nick. So we can do that next week. But first we're going to go see Longfellow and activate his thing. So we have an area out here we can use. Oh, hello.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Ah yes, this is the start for the investigation.
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you.
Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who's the victim?
I really shouldn't say. Not here where there might be paparazzi lurking about. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy. As are the other
Feel the
patrons
orange and
of
get the red.
hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
I mean, I've already got 2 of Nick's conversation levels, so there's only 1 left. So it won't be long before we get him up to max.
The fog's poison, on account of the children of Adam.
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased.
That's fine, Nick. I can tank a bit of rad. I mean, my previous playthrough, I was a fucking endurance build, and radiation healed me, so I was like, yay, on you go, just dumping the rads. Here's Longfellow. Where is his workshop? Oh, there's a power armor station as well. How big is his? Holy hell, that is a big area to work with. The plus side about his area is I don't need to defend it as much because there's only a few points where people can access the upper area. It's a choke point, basically. It's a really big fucking choke point, so... Yeah, like there, I only have to go from there to there, and then along out to there, to the water is, along to that bit there where the cliff is, and that would easily block off anybody getting in. And here, nobody can climb up there anyway, doesn't matter. Then be here, I think we'll just take it out that way to the water's edge, and then back in along here to that cliff edge. That's quite a distance to go actually, but still easily be doable if I just trade for fucking concrete. What's up here? Fertilizer, fishing rod, paint can. Yeah, some materials to build with. Yeah, so I can get all this readied up. As a settlement, that would be easy enough. In reality, I don't need all those walls, I keep building. I can just put down enough turrets at locations and it'll defend them. But yeah. So see